our thanks to each one of you for being with us this afternoon. I'm here this afternoon as a conscientious citizen of our great country, and we are here because we feel we have a responsibility to spread awareness among the people at large as to where we stand and where this country has to go, and what is the kind of leadership that has been given to this country, and what is the kind of leadership which should continue in order that India takes its rightful place in the comity of nations. I do not belong to any political party, but as I said, as a responsible citizen, I thought I should be here when my friend Mr. Sudarshan invited me, and so I'm here before you. It is now going to be election season, and since we have the media friends here, I would like you all to spread a little message. This is a message which is not my own. This is a message which came from one of India's tallest leaders, our former Prime Minister, Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Mr. Vajpayee came to power with a majority, and he was on national television at that time. And the anchor person asked Mr. Vajpayee, Mr. Vajpayee, today you are the Prime Minister of the country, you have taken your rightful place. What do you think is your biggest strength, and what do you think is your biggest weakness? This was the question which was put to Mr. Vajpayee. What is your biggest strength, and what do you think is your biggest weakness? And Mr. Vajpayee replied in one sentence. He said, I do not hit below the belt. I do not hit below the belt. You can take this as my biggest strength or my biggest weakness. A wonderful observation. And Vajpayee ji very often used to say, Rajniti kis star pe chalegi? What standards shall we maintain? In our interactions, is what he used to say. So I never hit below the belt. So maybe this message can go to all the political parties, through all of you, reminding them of the elder statesman's words. తేనెలాంటి తెలుగు భాషలో కూడా మాట్లాడాలని చెప్పడం జరిగింది. ఎన్నికలు వస్తున్నాయి. ఎటువంటి నాయకత్వం మన దేశానికి ఇప్పుడు వరకు ఇవ్వడం జరిగింది? ఒక సుస్థిరమైన ప్రభుత్వం, సుస్థిరమైన సెంట్రల్ గవర్నమెంట్ ఉండడం వల్ల యావత్ దేశానికి ఎంతో ఒక ప్రోత్సాహం, ఎంతో ఒక బలం అనే విషయాన్ని మనము ఇటీవల చూస్తూ ఉన్నాము. ఉమ్మడి ప్రభుత్వం ఉంటే ఎటువంటి చర్యలు ఇటీవల తీసుకోవడం జరిగిందో అటువంటి చర్యలు తీసుకునే ఆస్కారం ఉండేదా అని ఆలోచించవలసిన విషయం. Because you have a strong government, a stable government, a decisive leader, we will not hesitate to protect and preserve the sovereignty and the integrity of our country. ఏ భాషలో చెబితే అర్థమవుతుందో ఆ భాష మాట్లాడడానికి మన ప్రభుత్వం కానీ మన డిఫెన్స్ ఫోర్సెస్ కానీ వెనక వెళ్ళే ఆస్కారం లేదని నిరూపించడం జరిగిందంటే ఒక సుస్థిరమైన ప్రభుత్వం మనకు ఉంది కాబట్టి జరిగింది. ఫ్రెండ్స్, దిస్ కంట్రీ నీడ్స్ స్ట్రాంగ్ లీడర్షిప్. Strong leadership ఉండాలంటే maybe a single party or maybe a few parties coming together and forming a strong and stable government. That is in the interest of our nation. That we have seen in the last 5 years. We do not want a prime minister who will be at the mercy of 13 or 14 parties, each telling him do this, don't do this. Do we want such a coalition, a weak coalition? This is what we have to think today. Whatever may be the programs of the government, గత 5 సంవత్సరాల్లో ఎన్నో కార్యక్రమాలు, ఒక స్వచ్ఛ భారత్ మిషన్ తీసుకోండి, ఒక చార్టర్డ్ అకౌంటెంట్ గా చెబుతున్నాను, ఒక స్వచ్ఛ భారత్ సెస్ కూడా మనం ఇన్కమ్ ట్యాక్స్ తో పాటు ఈ రోజు కడుతూ ఉన్నాం. హెల్త్ అండ్ హైజీన్ గో టుగెదర్, అండ్ సో ది ప్రైమ్ మినిస్టర్ హిమ్సెల్ఫ్ గోస్ టు a police station near Delhi and he sweeps the street outside the police station. Did we ever see such a thing in our lives? And therefore our Swachh Bharat mission, the health insurance for the poor up to 5 lakhs of rupees, whether it is the mudra loans to enable the youth to stand on their own feet. ఒకప్పుడు 12 సిలిండర్లు 9 సిలిండర్లు ఫ్రీగా ఇయ్యాలన్నా అటువంటి వాతావరణం నుంచి ఈ రోజు ఉజ్వల స్కీమ్ లో our people, citizens have come forward voluntarily and said we do not want the subsidy on LPG, and therefore a number of rural homes, poor homes today have the LPG cylinder under the Ujjwala scheme. If you have a coalition government, will this be possible? 8-9 పార్టీలు ఉంటే ప్రభుత్వంలో ఉన్న ఇటువంటి ఒక కార్యక్రమం చేస్తే ఆ పార్టీకి మంచి పేరు దొరుకుతుంది కాబట్టి ఇది చేయకుండా ఉండడం మంచిది. So many issues, so many problems. And therefore, my friends, I think all responsible, conscientious citizens of this country have a big responsibility today. And so today we are launching this movement, Telangana for Modi, because I have not heard of a prime minister who never took a vacation. I have not heard of a prime minister who during Navaratri goes on a trip to the United States, and those 9 days, although he is in United States, he lives only on water and fruit juices. I have not heard of a prime minister who at 2 a.m. in the night, he returns to India from a foreign tour, and the next day morning 11 o'clock, he is addressing a public meeting in some part of India. It is said that the leader is one who knows the way, who shows the way, and who goes the way. Who is an example? In this country, we had a very eminent jurist called Nani Palkhiwala. Nani Palkhiwala ఆ రోజుల్లో చెప్పేవారు, ఈ దేశంలో మంచి పని చేయడానికి, సరైన పని చేయడానికి ఎంతో సాహసం కావాలి, తప్పుడు పని చేయడానికి సాహసం అక్కర్లే. You need courage in this country to do the right thing for the nation. And I believe Mr. Narendra Modi has exhibited this kind of courage in all his decision making. And therefore, we all have a responsibility to ensure that this kind of a strong and a stable government continues for the next 5 years. And we all work collectively together for an India of which we would all be legitimately proud. ఈ రోజు మనం ఒక చర్య అంటూ మన ఇండియన్ ఎయిర్ ఫోర్స్ తీసుకుంటే 24 గంటల్లో ఒక వింగ్ కమాండర్ కమ్స్ బ్యాక్ because of diplomatic pressure from the United States, from Britain. How much of credit we should give to the Prime Minister and his team? All those visits which he made to drive home what India stands for, and therefore terrorism is something all nations are affected. And the Indian government and the Indian Air Force is very clear that we are only looking at the terrorists, and therefore the countries of the world are also with India. That is because our foundations of foreign policy in the last 5 years have become so strong. We have left no stone unturned. Just today I got a piece of information. I'm so proud to share it with all of you. I believe ఈ ఫినాన్షియల్ ఇయర్ 2018-19లో యావత్ ప్రపంచంలో maximum number of train coaches. 2,919 railway coaches have been manufactured by the Integral Coach Factory, and that makes India the #1 in the world in respect of manufacturing these railway coaches. Second is China with 2,600 for the year 18-19. So many such achievements. And Mr. Modi was very clear once when he spoke in Parliament, for me the guiding book is the Constitution of India. And for me, my country comes first, India first. That is the motto of this leader. And therefore, my friends, we all have a responsibility. Telangana for Modi is the movement. And all right-thinking people should join this Modi army. And each person should say, yes, I will be responsible for so many votes because my country needs them. And it is with this kind of a selfless spirit that we would like to move on under the leadership of Shri Yoganand Garu and others. Simply because we are all responsible citizens of our great country, and we have to stand by our country. Thank you very much.